Clemson will beat Ohio State. I had to look it up to see who they were going to play. And then they'll probably end up playing Alabama, and they'll beat Alabama. But it would be cool if they played Notre Dame again and beat them. But some teams they just now coming to the forefront, so they're a little cocky. So Clemson usually stays pretty cool under fire, but if they have a team that's really getting them motivated because they're talking smack and kind of bad smack because they're underestimating the Tigers and the coach. It's all about the coach, but um, I was hearing that Ohio State's kind of talking smack the Tigers, so if they get up there and they do that, that's going to fire them up. So you don't want to take a stick or throw a bunch of thing at a bunch of Tigers because they will rile them up. Rawr! They'll get you. So don't talk smack about the Tigers because they will beat you. And Ohio, they're gonna beat you. You know, it's just part of the game. They just have a lot of talent. But just try to have some fun. Don't be upset when Ohio loses. You just have to enjoy the Tigers. It's their year. Um, in the future, it might be somebody else's year, but Tigers been pretty good. The coach, I think he's been coaching Diababo, if I can pronounce it right. I think about 12 years. So he's got it. Plus you got the defense coach too. You know, get them. So they put all these things up like a frog. Sometimes they're little calls that they got, and they're players that are experienced. They even let them take a chance and make play. But if they mess up, they're gonna get chewed out for it. But they give them that opportunity to have the control when they get caught up in the game. Say, hey. But if something's going on, then of course the coach gonna come up and say, "Oh, we gotta do this, gotta do that." So it's awesome. Clemson has a very well running machine. I like the Tigers. They've really done well. I always liked orange anyway because now see my beard's starting to turn gray a little bit. I'm getting old, but when I was young and I had kind of brighter uh, red head, red hair, and they'd always say, "You're a redhead. You're a redhead." And, back when I was little, people didn't like redheads. Because I Love Lucy. I think it was black and white, even though she was a redhead. But nobody really kind of like redhead. And there was uh, Shirley Temple, I think. But the guys wasn't really portrayed as being cool. Now it's kind of neat, the red hair. Um, so I didn't want to be a redhead. I wanted to be an orange head. So Carolina was red, Clemson was orange. So before I even knew what football was or teams, I just liked them because of the colors. The orange. So I became a diehard Clemson fan because of my hair. And now I like them. I just like them, you know. So it just stuck. And one year I even got to go when they launched a balloon to set a record. They give everybody balloons, and we launched them at a stadium. All these balloons went up, and it was like a world record. And I got to be part of that during one of the Clemson games back when William Perry, the Fridge. Clemson had a player, 5, 6 players on the team just try to grab him, stop him. He just plow on through them. And I think that's when they won national championship back then. It was kind of scandalous. And then all the talent graduated or moved away. And then, they had to kind of rebuild the program. But, now they're doing everything the way it's supposed to. And professional, got the team involved. Everybody pumps each other up. And it's a team. Even some of them are more talented, but if it wasn't for the other people chopping the wood, the other guy wouldn't be able to make a tree, make a boat out of the tree. So they recognize that, and they don't just say, hey, I'm number one, I'm the better than all of them. No. And that's what makes them play hard, and the other strings come on, and they play pretty good too. So, they get about 30 points ahead, and they'll let the other strings come in and have a shot at it. And, they say if you work hard, you get to play. And they don't talk smack to each other. They tell it like it is. So that's one thing. When you got leadership, you got good players, and you have talent. But, I mean, the coaches, they tell the players what they're going to do. They build in, everybody buys in. They don't just blow them off. They respect them. And it just makes for a winning dynamic. If the workplaces were like that, nobody would want to quit work. Jobs wouldn't be so toxic. If they ran the country like Clemson football team, man, you imagine that? Everything be orange, orange and white, but we'd be so productive. You just ran it by like the Clemson team. Got the quarterback in there. You fight the mail, you fight the traffic. You fight the cable lines. You do your hospital. You do the cafeteria job, whatever job you got, and you just run it like the Clemson football team. It'd be awesome. Go Tigers! They're going to kick Ohio. So, it's going to be fun. And you watch it on TV. Watch it from home. Be safe. I mean, I know it's cool to go to the games. I miss having the stadium is full of people. It's kind of sparse, but, it's probably for the best right now. But for me, I like being able to pause the game if I need to go get me a snack or, go to the restroom or go do something else, and then be able to go back in there and pick back up on the game I was watching. Plus, you get close-ups. You get like little interviews. Sometimes you see some cool commercials, but, you can fast forward through them too unless it's on demand. So you don't have to watch all that. And if you don't want to watch the game in case they lose or the team loses, you can always go to the end and say, well, who won? And then, okay, they won, then go watch it. Which is really cool. You don't want to watch it if they lose, but they win. So it's still worth watching. I hate they didn't get to play Carolina. And no offense to you Carolina fans, but they would have stalked them this year. But it's still good. The tiger beats a chicken any day. But just it's gonna be a great game. I just hope they don't talk too much smack. And they play ball, but if they do talk smack, it's just gonna make the Tigers play harder. They only got like 2 little games, and no telling where Trevor Lawrence is going. He's going to NFL somewhere. So, I usually like watching the Super Bowl when I can. But anyway, the Tigers are going to beat Ohio. You bet. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. Because, a Tiger. Thanks for watching. Stay cool.